Renee Good unfortunately and tragically killed?
Are you asking me my opinion? Because an ICE agent acted recklessly and killed her unjustifiably.
Oh, okay. So you're a biased reporter with a left-wing opinion.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, because you're a left-wing hack. You're not a reporter. You're posing in this room as a journalist. And shame on people like you in the media who have a crooked view and have a biased view and pretend like you're a real honest journalist.
Thanks, Karoline. Earlier, you were just defending ICE agents generally, and earlier on, Secretary Noem spoke to the media, and she said, among other things, that they are doing everything correctly. 32 people died in ICE custody last year. 170 US citizens were detained by ICE, and Renee Good was shot in the head and killed by an ICE agent. How does that equate to them doing everything correctly?
And it's so clear by the premise of your question. And you and the people in the media who have such biases but fake like you're a journalist, you shouldn't even be sitting in that seat. But you're pretending like you're a journalist, but you're a left-wing activist. And the question that you just raised and your answer proves your bias. You should be reporting on the facts. You should be reporting on the cases. Do you have the numbers of how many American citizens were killed at the hands of illegal aliens who ICE is trying to remove from this country? I bet you don't. I bet you didn't even read up on those stories. I bet you never even read about Laken Riley or Jocelyn Nungray or all of the innocent Americans who were killed at the hands of illegal aliens in this country. And the brave men and women of ICE are doing everything in their power to remove those heinous individuals and make our communities safer.
Staying in the US, because Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has addressed rising tensions between his local community and federal ICE agents in the wake of a second shooting in Minneapolis. Yesterday's incident has marked the city as a focal point of anti-ICE sentiment, the Department of Homeland Security claiming the shots were fired in self-defense. But Mr. Walz believes there is one man to blame.
Let's be very, very clear. This long ago stopped being a matter of immigration enforcement. Instead, it's a campaign of organized brutality against the people of Minnesota by our own federal government. Donald Trump wants this chaos. He wants confusion. And yes, he wants more violence on our streets. We cannot give him what he wants.
The US president has now threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act in the state, writing on social media, "If the corrupt politicians of Minnesota don't obey the law and stop the professional agitators and insurrectionists from attacking the patriots of ICE who are only trying to do their job, I will institute the Insurrection Act and quickly put an end to the travesty that is taking place in that once great state."
No, we just discussed it, that it was one of the options that he had constitutionally. And we talked about the fact that we're going to continue our operations in Minneapolis and have the resources that we need to get the job done.
Let's go to Minneapolis now, where officials say they are aware of reports of a shooting involving federal law enforcement in the city in the past few hours. More than 2,000 federal agents have been deployed to the city as anti-ICE protests escalate. Agents have used tear gas and pepper spray to deter confrontations with protesters as a pushback continues following the death of Renee Good. Kosha, what can you tell us about this latest incident?
Yes, I hate to say it, but this is something that's inevitable. So it's another case of an altercation that's happening from protesters that are either organic or are being egged on by various agitprop groups because this really is existential for their cause and what the illegal immigration industry really means for one side versus the other. And I just think that there's nowhere else to go from here, unfortunately. This clash is going to happen, and one side is going to win and the other will not on this debate, and you are going to see these types of incidents, which don't look well optically for the ICE agents because they're armed, they're going in, they're doing a job. You see these individual people getting in trouble, but that is just the cauldron that we're in right now, and it's just going to continue.
Michael, I want to quickly discuss with you, we only have about a minute left, but British Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has told the Parliament she has no confidence in the West Midlands Police Chief, and that's about a report into a decision to ban Israeli fans from a soccer game in the UK. Now, that was a shameful decision. Apparently, the report relied on AI and there was a fake match that the AI used, but whatever the reason was, Israeli fans should never have been banned because police couldn't guarantee that they would be safe.
Sky News' friend Patrick Christie's has now said that they've admitted that it was AI, the West Midlands Police. I mean, that bloke is a shocker. He should resign. And the problem is, Karoline, it's all over the world. Unfortunately, there are some security forces, police forces, that seem to have been affected by political correctness, by the woke mentality. And they've just got to be taught a lesson. That bloke has got to be sacked. And if there are similar people here, the same thing.
Yep. Too right. Michael Damby, Koshagata, thanks for your time tonight.